Hi, I'm Mike from Comprehensive Grants Management, and today I want to talk to you, public housing authorities, about increasing the number of funding opportunities that you can be exposed to by applying as a nonprofit. In the past, I may have talked to you a little bit about increasing the number of funding opportunities you can be eligible for by looking beyond HUD grants. While HUD grants are specifically tailored for the public housing authority community, there are a lot of funding opportunities outside of HUD that are still great fits for public housing authorities and for which public housing authorities are still eligible. One current opportunity is the Youth Build grant from the Department of Labor, which is a tremendous fit for public housing authorities, and public housing authorities are still eligible. But beyond the Youth Build, there are still many great grant opportunities out there outside of HUD and outside of the Department of Labor from other funding agencies that would be great fits for your community. A great source is often the Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, which provides great opportunities that are a good fit for the community, as well as the Department of Justice and other federal funding sources that create opportunities that are, while not specifically targeted at public housing authorities, they are still great fits for the organizations and the communities in which those organizations are located and the communities that those organizations are serving. But another method that you can use to increase the availability of funding that you can bring into your community is by leveraging your affiliated nonprofit. Many of you public housing authorities do already have established affiliated nonprofits, and if you do not have one, I would strongly encourage that you establish a nonprofit as soon as possible. A lot of the funding opportunities that you may see outside of HUD don't consider public housing authorities as the primary target, and oftentimes will not list public housing authorities as specifically eligible for those programs. So as you start looking outside into different organizations for sources of funding, you may want to be able to fall back on your established nonprofit. Nearly all of these grant opportunities will consider nonprofit 501c3s as eligible applicants. That established 501c3 will give you some additional flexibility to seek funding from these other sources that may consider PHAs as not eligible for those funding opportunities. So please consider using and utilizing your nonprofit as an applicant type so you can increase the number of funding opportunities that you can be exposed to and the number of funding or the amount of funding that you can bring into your community. And additionally, if you do not have an affiliated nonprofit established within your public housing authority, please do so as soon as possible. And once you've got that stood up, then please start looking for grant opportunities beyond just HUD and see how many new funding opportunities you can apply for as a nonprofit and not just as a public housing authority.